There's a book called Think and Grow Rich, and I'm sure if you are familiar with the business world, you've heard of it, right? Think and Grow Rich. Well, in this case, in the book Think and Grow Rich, there's a story of a man named Darby, who ended up actually becoming more successful in the insurance industry. But here's a story before he actually started in insurance, of where he actually started off in the gold industry. During the great gold rush, before Darby started in the insurance industry, he had gold fever. Him and his family, they found a spot where there was potential gold, and then they bought the equipment and started digging and digging and digging. And of course, that's when the Darby family started to go and start to dig for gold. Well, on the path, as they're digging and digging, well, the gold runs out. And as a result, they decide to quit and say, hey, guess the gold wasn't for them. And like many who give up, they sold all the equipment they just bought to a junk man, and they just tried to cut their losses and just went on. In the story, which makes it very unique, is that the initial gold line that they had discovered was actually a part of a fault line jump. Had they just kept digging 3 feet over, the Darby family would be out of the rat race early had they just went over 3 feet. Anyway, they didn't know that. After selling their equipment, the junk man goes to the same spot they went to, but he goes back to the same spot with an expert. But unbeknownst to them, and even the junk man himself, he goes back to the same spot with a professional gold fault finder. Anyway, a person who could point him in the right direction. The guy says, hey, look, the people who left here, they were on the right track, but had they gone over just 3 feet over, they would have touched the point. So anyway, this junk man, this guy who didn't know anything about digging for gold, ends up becoming extremely rich because he finished off where someone else left off in terms of success. And so, of course, when the Darby family heard about this, Darby in particular, he said that he would never let another opportunity like that ever happen to him again. He said that if ever he was struggling, he would never take no for an answer, and he would get consultation. He would try his best. He would keep going. So that what happened with him when he gave away all the equipment to the junk man, when they gave away all the equipment and they gave up the gold, when they were 3 feet away from their dream, they weren't going to ever let that happen to them again. Literally 3 feet away from gold, and someone else took advantage of their opportunity because they were willing to take advice. When things got bad, they reached out and they got help. And that was the difference between Darby not getting the success and the junk man getting the success. Now, of course, remember, these are principles. So taking that same principles, he applied it to another industry and became extremely successful in life insurance. And of course, this is what I want you to understand. This principle can apply to you in your life today, because there are things that we are experiencing, like, let's be honest, droughts. We're experiencing situations where we're not finding the things that we want, right? We're committed, we're working hard, we're studying, we're working hard, but we're not seeing the immediate results that we want. And in this story, what I love about this story is that you see a man who's working and working, and he's reaching towards his goals, right? He's digging for gold. He's a gold digger. He's digging for gold, right? He's looking for a goal, right? But at the end of the day, if you're running into issues, maybe you should ask for help. Maybe you should read a book. Maybe you should reach out and get information on something that could change your situation, right? Because working hard isn't the only key to success. It's about actually making sure that you're putting yourself in a position where you're actually getting more help, because we all have stories or potential dreams. So if you just keep digging towards your goals, you keep digging towards your result, even if you don't see the result, right? The lesson is that a part of the growth process, sometimes it takes a little bit of feedback and critique. Guys, persist in learning how to handle objections, right? Because in every industry, you just don't know how close you are to getting a yes. In this case, when he transitioned from digging for gold to life insurance, he says, what are the skills that's needed to become a successful life insurance agent, right? What are the things that I need to learn? Well, I need to learn how to handle objections. I need to learn how to read body language. I need to learn these things, and I don't care how long it takes me. I'm going to keep working hard, and I'm gonna keep learning the skills that's needed to be successful in this industry, because the difference between someone who's successful and not successful sometimes is just the 3 feet amount of work that you're willing to do to get the gold in your particular situation. Are you willing to go and read the books? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to get coached? Are you willing to role play and pretend like you're in a sales scenario with your potential client? Are you prepared to get rejected over and over and over again? Are you prepared to do the things necessary in order to make it possible to be capable to achieve the success that you want in your life? And with that commitment, guys, it's not going to be overnight success, but I promise you, you will be a lot closer than where you were before. There's an image of a guy who's digging for treasure, and this is a very iconic picture, and I love this picture, right? It shows an example of what I'm talking about clear as day, right? If we want to receive the goals in our lives, we have to be gold diggers. We have to be digging for our dreams. We have to be digging and digging and digging and digging for the goals that is before us. Don't give up like this guy did in the story with Think and Grow Rich. Dig and grow rich. Keep digging, keep going, keep fighting, because you could be so close. Or it could be an opportunity to learn things as you're on your journey toward your success. If you are digging in your life right now for your goals and you don't see an immediate result, I challenge you that you are not a failure. You are not someone who's losing, because in this process, your character and your leadership skills are being tested. Sometimes as a leader, sometimes we have to go the way before we show the way. Sometimes when we're going in the direction that no one has ever been as a pioneer, you're being seen as crazy, right? You're being seen as someone who's not doing the right thing. But sometimes going in the right direction may feel wrong, right? And don't expect to be an overnight success. You have to just keep going and keep pursuing. So again, guys, I hope that makes sense as you are being a gold digger, right? Not a gold digger, but a gold digger. I want to challenge you to keep going, keep growing, and know that sometimes it could just be a little bit of advice that you need. It could be a little bit of extra reading or something like that to get you over to the next level in your life. Some more practice, some more time. Just give yourself some more time, and you may be one step closer than you actually think that you are. If you enjoyed this video, would you mind please liking this video and please share it with your friends and your family. Until next time, stay awesome. Peace.